And welcome. This is the first of what we hope will be many of the Stupid O'Clock podcast. We say that because, well, to me it's Stupid O'Clock anyway. It's very early, very early.
It's like a pig's tail.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too early.
It's too early. Today we're going to talk about anything and everything that takes our fancy. More particularly, we're going to talk about the stuff that Ruben Shaw sat just across from me has produced. He is this week's producer and has produced a cue sheet of random things for us to discuss with our good colleague Keith Souch. How are you doing, sir?
Tired, dude. Very, very tired.
But this is the best time to catch him. We find he's at his funniest, isn't that right, Ruben?
Yeah, hi guys. It's Ruben, the bearded South African. Hopefully you don't take offence to anything we say, but you probably will, so be forewarned. But this is Stupid O'Clock, our first one, and we're looking forward to it.
Because we work at our best.
I want to point out that anything that might offend isn't meant to offend.
No, it is not meant to. Please don't take offence. Take a gate. It's much easier.
Agreed.
Okay, so the point of this podcast is, as you say, to take topical subjects and rant about them greatly, hopefully for the benefit that you'll find humorous and will make you laugh at Stupid O'Clock in the morning, or whenever indeed you choose to listen to this podcast.
Also an opportunity to promote some new music from bedroom DJs, bedroom band members all over the UK. So
yes, indeed. Send us your stuff. Send us your stuff because we do want to hear about you. We want to talk about you. We want to get you out there.
We want to lick you on the face.
Yeah, we want to poke you on Facebook and stuff. And we've got all that stuff as well. Check our social networks out.
We're going to talk about Facebook later, but
we are indeed.
Do you think that lick would be better than poke?
Yeah, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You have been licked.
By the Queen.
We'll get to that later.
More of that later.
More of that later. Yes, indeed. You've been licked by the Queen. But we're not going to talk about that till later.
No. I've licked the Queen.
We're just going to make me...
the back of her head, anyway. And then I stuck her to some brown paper and then shoved her in a red box.
Yeah. Welcome.
So we've got new music for you. We're going
What's the term for that? Posting a letter, innit?
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
We're going to be discussing some crazy stuff that we saw on the internet this week, and pretty much anything else that takes our fancy and hopefully makes you laugh, because that is the point of this. We want to make you laugh, but also get in a debate that, you know, you'll be listening and be like, yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, no, right. And we hopefully will say a few things that other people are too scared to say on the airwaves, because that's Keith's speciality.
Okay, so let's get ourselves started and wake all you lazy buggers up with some banging tunes, man. It's our first track of the day. Catch you in a minute.
Here we go again.
today?
Yes. Okay.
Ruben.
Dreams. I had a dream about Keith last night.
What,
Oh, hang on a minute.
erotic, was it?
Well, of course.
You had a dream about Keith last night. Hold on a minute. Whoa.
But can we just
Can we
clarify?
just
Is
go
it like
back-
dreams, or I have a dream? Is it like some sort of fantasy La La Land, or what goes on in your head?
Well, it's not like Martin Luther King dream, then you've turned black.
Martha King.
Martha
King.
His
It's
lesser known cookery guru wife, Martha.
Yes. Okay. Keith was writing. Funny
Great
enough.
cookbook.
Yeah.
Keith was writing a screenplay, a musical to be precise, about ABBA. What do you think about that, Keith?
What, your dream of me writing about ABBA?
Yeah, a musical.
A musical about ABBA?
Yeah.
I think you'll find that Benny and Bjorn already did that. It's called Mamma Mia.
Do you know, I saw that on the cue sheet, and it crossed my mind that they've
You
already
telling
done
me in
it.
your dreams I'm redundant? Like, I'm vaguely insulted by the redundancy of myself in your dreams. Like, B, I'm utterly insulted that I had anything to do with ABBA.
I'm insulted for you.
Dream I had
I'm
syphilis.
insulted for you.
In fact, I'd rather have syphilis than you dream about me being associated with ABBA.
So, just to clarify, you don't like ABBA.
No,
And why is that?
because I've got ears.
You have ears. Okay, so...
Yeah, they work really well, my ears.
So ABBA's a no. No ABBA.
No, he really doesn't like ABBA.
No.
But I think we established. Can we just refer to the sheet that's behind your head, Ruben? Can you
Yes.
just read that out for me? Just the top line there. It's not a sight test. You don't have to get all nervous. Just read the top line for me
Well, there's one line repeated.
across the whole page. And what does it say?
I hate fucking ABBA. I hate fucking ABBA. I hate fucking ABBA.
Now, did that or did that not have anything to do with you putting that on today's cue sheet?
The fact that I know Keith is probably why I dreamt about that, yeah.
You dreamt. I can't get over the fact that he dreamt about you, full stop. Let alone the fact that he dreamt about
I think
you.
that
writing
is the
ABBA.
more disturbing part of this.
I would rather that he dreamt about you and he
Maybe
having...
he wasn't dreaming about me. Maybe he was dreaming about ABBA,
No.
and then I was involved somehow.
I still think him dreaming about ABBA or him dreaming about you and ABBA is still far worse than him dreaming about you two having sex. In my opinion.
Well, ABBA in itself is quite gay. Like,
Really?
following and all the rest of it, you know.
I just do you want to add to that fact? I'm not a great fan of ABBA. I respect what they've done for pop music, but
No.
it's really not my cup of
Do you
tea.
mean you respect what they've done with pop music? If I could go back in time,
I
and
love
had
that
the
many
choice-
record sales.
I had the choice of Hitler or ABBA. I'm taking out ABBA.
You can't say that.
We're a
I
bit
think
late
you'll
on that
find
now.
it. I think
Hitler or ABBA?
Hitler or ABBA.
Wow.
Well, you know, because if you take out Hitler, then we're going to live in a very, very different world. We don't know whether that would be the better or not, because we learnt lessons from that war that we never would have had otherwise. Let me just clarify this.
Yeah.
ABBA, if we didn't have ABBA, we never would have had Steps. The Eurovision Song Contest would have died out years ago.
Oh, true.
Music would be a whole lot better. Like, and that's guaranteed.
There's actually a really
If Hitler hadn't
strange
been-
logic to that.
Yeah. If Hitler hadn't been found, people would still be wearing that stupid tash that no one can wear anymore. And it'd still be okay to call your kids Adolf, which I don't think it was ever okay to call your kid Adolf.
It's that story, wasn't it? That someone actually did that. Someone called their child Adolf. Why would you do that?
Well, they're made to change it.
I believe they were.
Yeah.
Although I can't state that for the record because you have to look into that. But I believe, yes, from memory, they were asked to change it.
Do you
I
think
think
they
they should
hated
be
it?
asked to, like, I don't know, like, stop procreation altogether. If your idea of good parenting is naming your child Adolf.
Wow.
I mean, this what makes me laugh, man. I mean, you've got to go through application forms and all the rest of it to buy a dog. Right, but they'll let any motherfucker be a dad or a mum and call their kid Adolf.
This is true. You do have to have a license to have a pet.
Well, not a pet. I mean, no one's ever asked me for a fish license.
Sir.
Just go down to the civic offices. Can I have a fish license, please? Oh, yes. You planning to sell fish? No, I just want to keep one in a bowl.
You going to go fishing? No. I just want a boring ornament that moves.
Every now and again, I feed it skin flakes.
And then I get to put my hand in it like once every couple of weeks and wipe my hand around in its shit. What a good pet of fish is.
Okay, moving.
Why would you highlight a topic, robot people? Surely that's a double net. That doesn't work, does it? Robot people. Well, you're either person or you're a robot.
Have you met any Germans?
Oh, I'll give you that one.
Okay, so when you're walking down
Only
High
robots
Street,
could love David Hasselhoff that much.
This is true. Should we?
Because that car really loved him, and that car was part robot, obviously, wasn't it? So.
It was German manufacturing.
Probably. Its engine never broke down, did it? You never saw like a kit just like and pull over to the side. So obviously it was carrying some sort of Beamer engine.
Actually, that's a good point
because American cars break down all the time, don't they?
Yeah,
They're renowned for it. American muscle
be.
cars.
I mean, you never saw an episode of Knight Rider where.
Plus, it was obviously really good miles to the gallon because you never saw him filling up.
I was going to say, you never saw him outside the road. Oh,
like American engines do not get good mileage.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe it was Japanese. Maybe Kit was like the first Prius.
What I never understand, I'm assuming, because obviously we were alive at that point, but we were at an age where we didn't really understand fashion too well. So I'm just wondering.
In fairness, Hasselhoff was like a fashion icon in his day, wasn't he?
He was. I'm feeling the leather jacket.
He was a model, wasn't he, before he was a douche.
The car was also. It's called David Hasselhoff, a douche. That's the Hoff, man. He's a hero.
In his own mind.
No, he really is a hero. Google him. He's a legend.
You're right. He's definitely a legend. I saw that cheeseburger video like so many times.
but what I don't understand is
I have much love for the Hoff.
perm. What's with that perm?
Someday you'll know which way you gotta go. Sometimes you'll find the things you can't find deep down inside. I think you found the reason why you know it can't be true. There's no one quite like you. 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 Someday you'll know which way you gotta go. Sometimes you'll find the things you can't find deep down inside. I think you found the reason why you know it can't be true. There's no one quite like you. There's no one quite like you. It's where you belong, just lying here in my arms.
Surely that wasn't what was on mullet.
Straight as I am, it was he was kind of like sexy body, and then it just got tighter and tighter. Subject approach just there.
Yeah, robot people. That's that will absolutely get us cancelled for the rest of the season. That's it. The end is nigh. Robot people. That's
You
it.
know it's bad when we get cancelled and it's only us in charge.
Yeah, that's terrible. Robot people. Just get on with it.
Yeah, when you're walking in the high street, why do people have this immense sense?
Immense.
Immense, yeah.
Immense.
Man, I need to
Immense.
go back to school.
Keith, is that a word?
No, definitely not. The ruling is an inch is not a word.
You have been
Innate.
fucking that woman
We'll
for
go
the
to
apprentice,
dictionary
haven't you?
corner. Marcus in dictionary corner. Anence, is that a word?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, definitely not a word.
No, Marcus says
The
it's not
jury
a
has
word.
spoken.
The druid, yeah, I was going to say the druid has spoken. It's not a word, so you're wrong.
It sounds like it should be, though.
It sounds like it should be something that woman from The Apprentice says.
Maybe we should put it to a vote.
Yes, let's put it to a vote. Who here would do the woman from The Apprentice?
I would.
I would.
Yeah.
Married.
Married.
Married. Why am I putting my hand up like they can see me?
Still riding that gravy train.
I don't know,
mate.
I put my hand up as well.
Okay, when people walk in front of you, you're just walking down the high street and everybody just seems to have this amazing ability. Just
Do you walk down the high street?
yeah,
I like to
I don't
saunter.
run.
Saunter.
Saunter down
That's
the high
a
street.
fantastic word, isn't
Yeah,
it, for this
that is a
hour?
word.
Saunter. Saunter.
Saunter.
Yes.
Day.
Okay, when you're sauntering down the high street.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And you just get crowds and crowds of people that seem to be able to walk into your path magically. Just suddenly right in front of you. You can veer to the left, you can veer to the right, but they're just there. Why is that?
Because they're
Because they're
also
French. They were French in London.
Yeah, right?
No, seriously. Right, that may be a slur, but right. We were in London recently, and Eurogamer Expo, and as we were trying to walk there was all of France in front of us.
all of France.
All of France. And what they did is they walked, leaving what could only be described as a maze of spaces in between them, which we had to circumnavigate, which is also a good word for this time of day, circumnavigate.
That also sounds quite Jewish.
I think you say circum. You hear penis, like tip being chopped off, don't you?
Penis tip being chopped off. Tip. Did he say tit?
He said tit.
I said tip.
No, he said tit.
Time will tell. You'll play it back, and I'll be right. I'm always right.
Okay. So, your issue here
John
is...
touches cats.
That's another subject.
Right, Ruben, we've got something for you to watch.
Yeah.
We need
Okay.
you to watch
I
this.
want your reaction.
We want your reaction on the podcast. We are
Why are you showing me that?
for the benefit of radio, we are showing Ruben 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh,
No, you don't have to stop watching. You have to keep watching. Watch. Keep watching. You have to keep watching. You're not allowed to stop. You're not allowed to stop.
Some sound effects.
okay, that's actually making me gag.
2 girls, 1 cup, guys. Look it up on the internet.
If you want, well, I think we can provide a link to it, can't
We
we?
can provide a link to it. Yes, we can. You can watch it for yourself. Find out right now what everybody. gagging at.
I've got to stop it.
We're going to
Just
play...
the music, just hearing that music now makes me want to be sick.
Right, we're going to play a track right now. When we come back, we're going to give Ruth a chance to throw up. I'll speak in a sec. Which is why it's always from behind. So there you go. Well, there were 2 goals, 1 cup before the other track that I don't know the name of yet until after the show. But you need to actually. I'm gonna make this a little bit more interesting because we're always getting kind of cool stuff, aren't we? To give away T-shirts and CDs and whatnot. So I'm gonna rummage around and have a look for some goodies. I'm gonna look for some goodies that haven't already been stolen from the office by my colleagues here, and we're going to put them together because what we want you to send us your reactions to 2 girls, 1 cup. That would be quite interesting. We want you to go to that link. There is a link provided. There's a link provided on the page. Turn on your webcam. We want to see your reactions to 2 girls, 1 cup even, and then we'll have a prize for the one that makes us laugh the most. So there you go. Get those in. You've got 30 days from the day that this podcast went live.
There's like a prize.
The cup, that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, someone somewhere must have that cup.
Yeah.
If you know or own that cup.
Yeah. Send it in. We want to give it away as a prize. Or auction it on eBay to pay for our new sound system. But anyway, moving swiftly onwards.
Toilet etiquette. Right,
I'm a big believer in toilet etiquette.
Yeah, I know.
It's something I've discussed on many occasions.
I'd like to know what you do in the case when another man comes and stands next to you in the urinal, when there's clearly another space at the end.
It's just wrong. It just should never happen.
Because that happened to me at uni.
Yesterday,
that person
or the day before.
wanted you. Day before that.
That's just wrong. Like,
What do you do? Do you tell them to
personal
piss off and move to the next
Like,
unit?
that's worse than like being on an empty bus and someone gets on and sits next to you on
Yeah.
an empty bus.
Or in an empty cinema. That's the worst one.
Yeah.
You clearly know that you are the only person going to that middle of the morning showing of something, and one other person is attending that screening with you, and they sit next to you.
Maybe they're lonely.
If they're lonely.
Have you turned up with this person?
No.
Like that, then definitely that's bad. But no, like if now a lot of women may not know this, right? Because they all like to go to toilets in groups.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Right, but if you walk into a urinal and it's empty, your position is the furthest away from the door in the corner urinal. Right? That is legally, well, not legally, but you know,
Should be.
it should be legal. That should be made law. That is your first position. Right? The next person comes in and they take the corner closest to the door but furthest away from the other pier.
Pier?
Yeah.
Pier?
And then
Onomatopoeia?
onomatopoeia. Well, I thought pier was much better than person taking a slash.
Onomatopoeid?
Like, that just sounds like some sort of like sexual predator.
Onomatopoeia. New word for pedo.
Onomatopoeid.
Or some sort of kinky insect.
I'd like to see that insect.
Right. And then someone comes in and they take the middle position. Right? If it's the third person, 3 people peeing, like all with as much space in between each person as possible. The other way to do it is like 1, no one going. 1 there, no one going. 1 there, no one going. Like leaving a gap. And then, if more people are coming in, say it's like a nightclub situation, then the gaps are filled. And then that's perfectly acceptable. But you've got to stare at nothing but like your own penis, your own wheel, the wall. Right? There's no looking around. There's certainly no talking at the urinal.
It's not the time to get to know you, like make new
Unless
friends.
you're really drunk.
Yeah, if you're really drunk and your mate is across the other side, it's perfectly acceptable for you to yell insults at him or something along those lines, or "Hey, shoes be alright." You know, that's completely fine. Like not. So what are you doing after here? That's not acceptable. Right? That's not. It's not acceptable from a stranger stood next to you at the urinal. Right?
So if he turns and looks down at your urinal, then he's...
You are perfectly within your rights to smack him.
Excellent.
Yeah, definitely. You know, first of all, you could say, I know it's impressive, but, like, please, avert your eyes. You know, something along those lines. But definitely not. No form of communication should take place between strangers next to each other at you. Apparently, according to today's news, the Queen is now on Facebook.
Yeah.
And not only Facebook, also Flickr, Twitter, and YouTube.
Marvellous. You can tweet the Queen. That almost sounds offensive, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. You can poke the Queen now legally, like without it being any sort of like treason act.
Oh yes, one has thrown a sheep at thee.
But what are we gonna get? Like status updates.
Philip insulted an entire nation today. LOL.
Do we think this is a good idea?
Can't believe Charles married her. WTF? If he thinks he's going to be the king, he's got another thing coming. PMSL.
I think it speaks volumes for the state
Of social networking.
Of social networking.
And its power.
I think it's it's a diverse power. I mean, it has got to be evil, hasn't it? Social networking. I mean, what an oxymoron.
Social networking.
Yeah.
It doesn't work, does it?
No, because social networking. I mean, for me, when I was a kid, social networking meant getting off my arse, walking a few miles to knock on a door to see if someone was in, and then to see if they wanted to come out. And even if that was in the rain, you would do that. And then you two would then go to the next person's house, knock on there, see if they were in, see if they wanted to come out. They might not necessarily wanted to. You could end up on your own having to walk back.
See, in our day, the equivalent of poking was throwing an egg at someone's window.
Which was definitely more fun
Than the poke button.
than pressing poke.
But the thing is, did you? I've noticed
You've got the like button as well, haven't you? The like button annoys me because why isn't there a thinks this is shit button? Yes, Keith thinks this is shit.
There should be.
There should be. I think more people would think stuff people are saying is shit, and I think if people point it out instead of just liking it, they'd stop writing it.
They would, because people do like a lot of things. I've noticed there are people on my friends list. You know who you are. That
That term always means
Like.
like friends list.
like everything. They like everything. I saw a girl on Facebook the other day, and she must have liked about 100 things in the space of one afternoon.
Between us, we've got something along the lines of, I know the majority of this is you, we've got something along the lines of like 6,000 friends, in inverted commas, right? Online, right?
I've met most of these people.
Well, yes, you've met most of them. At some point, you probably have met most of them. That's how they've ended up. But they're like passing acquaintances. But out of 6,000, how many do you think that we probably talk to on a regular basis?
What define talk to before we go any further with that?
I mean, someone you would actually consider a friend. You would go out for a drink with. You would go around their house, or you know their family. You know intimate stuff about them. Stuff that defines friend. You know, as a word.
Probably about 90 of those.
90. I think that's quite high. That's more than most people can probably say.
Since Facebook started.
But considering you've got 4,000 on yours alone, then yeah, 90 is probably acceptable. Mine's probably about 12 on my list. Yourself?
Yeah, round about that, 12, 15, maybe. I mean, what? Apart from you guys in this room, is my family and a few of their acquaintances and some guys from church. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be friends list. It should be people we kind of know list. And then there should be a friend list for people that actually are friends.
Now, didn't they do that? Didn't they do an app for that? Top Friends.
There's an app for everything, isn't there?
There
Just
is
should
an
be
app
an
for
app for
it.
scratching my balls. But
I used an app to make your coffee.
Did you? That's kind of nice apping though.
Yeah.
I don't know the terminology for that.
Apping.
I'm getting old, you know, technology is starting to... Oh, look, technology, it's scary. You know you're getting old when that starts happening.
Yeah, and you know that you're in the age of technology when every telecommunicational device sounds like a fruit. You know, that's just how it is. I am waiting still for my new strawberry, which I'm sure will be on its way. I'm staring as we speak, actually, at an apple, which forms part of recording this wonderful show. But yeah, I never understood that either. Why everything has to be named after a fruit.
I think mobile phones have killed a lot of joys in life.
Could you imagine if everything was named after a vegetable instead? Can you imagine? Welcome to the tomato network.
That's a fruit.
Shouldn't have gone there.
Instantly
did,
wrong.
Did I do it on purpose? Is
No.
the question.
No, you were just flat out wrong. Just flat out wrong. Anyway, getting back to the Queen on Facebook, like, so where does this end? Who else is gonna like appear on Facebook? We've got the Queen now. You would think that's pretty high up, isn't it? Like,
You're the PMs on Facebook.
yeah, you know that's wrong as well.
The last PM got in trouble for being on Twitter. Did he not?
Yeah, you know, but that's probably because he was boring everyone.
But
Would you guys talk to the Queen on Facebook?
No.
Yeah.
I met her once, but I wouldn't consider her a friend.
Would you poke the Queen?
she's the friend of our realm.
Would I poke the Queen? Maybe about 50 years ago.
I knew.
She was.
You've got the.
She was definitely a looker at one point, wasn't she?
You have
You
to.
know.
No, but you have to take this and look at this because poking. I've noticed this more and more and more, especially over the last year. Poking has become some sort of silent innuendo for wanting sex with that person.
I don't think so.
No, I know
Because
you
the
don't.
two
think
people
so.
that poke me the most are you and Ruben. So either I don't think so and I'm right, or you're right, and that's very wrong.
No, I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about in general. There are, we're talking about all these likings of profiles.
Well, my friend Matt,
aimless
my friend
pages.
Matt, like he pokes me, like and like there's no, he's just got married. Like there's no way. Well, maybe I suppose even Andy Peters is married. It doesn't really necessarily mean anything. But I'm sorry, Andy. I'm not trying to say.
What ultimately, you get all these pointless pages. I mean, I liked one of them the other day, just to underline my point. But there was a page, a fan page called Wanking, and I clicked like, just for the pure humour of it, because then in your news feed it then says John likes wanking. John thought it was highly humorous, but when you're liking all these pages, and there's millions of this. You can like this and you can like that, right? But there is a particular page that says, if you like this page, it means that you think that poking is some sort of silent way of grooming your next victim.
Like having the groom button.
There is like an etiquette to dating people on Facebook, isn't there?
Mm.
It starts with the poke. Because you add them as a friend, you don't know them for shit. You don't know them. But they look nice in their profile picture.
Yeah.
Right? So you add them as a friend. Now, if that goes successfully, they accept your friend request. Notice here that still nothing is said between two parties. It's a friend request followed by your friend request has been accepted. Probably on either side because of curiosity. But there's still no communication. Going back to Keith's point about, it's not very social. It's not social. You don't say anything to each other. This person, this fit, fine young woman is now your friend. Brilliant. On Facebook. Marvellous. I've got a new digital friend. Then what you do, if you successfully pass the looking through the profile pictures to see if she's secretly a dog phase, successfully get past that, then you poke them. Then poking leads on to exchanging messages, which leads on to live chat, and in some rare cases, then leads on to a date.
Okay, so you're obviously quite au fait with these
Very
rules.
nice. A real word.
How long do you think you can progress to the next step? How long should you be poking this new beautiful
Oh,
woman?
no, hang on a minute. I'm speaking from examples that I've seen.
Oh,
I've
you haven't done
researched
yourself.
for this topic. No, I don't really. famous, in fact very famous in the hardcore world, calling me a pervert. So if you want a bit of humour.
So we're getting towards the end of our time. I'm thinking that we should finish off with what could be a new regular section. People could email in and ask us to solve their problems, like our own little problem page.
Yeah.
You know?
Like
On the couch with Souch. Right.
No!
Yeah.
That was coming.
Right, okay. So what I've done at the moment is I've gone online and I've just found some like normal problems. I say normal. Most of these people are obviously mental. But
these are poor, desperate people.
exactly, this will be funny.
They're desperate for advice.
So we'll use some of these as examples of what we're going to be doing. Right, but these are some genuine problems that people have posted up online. But you put your problems out there online, then I should be able to comment on them. I can write comment on a box, so I should be able to comment, and we should be able to comment on a podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's fair.
Shoot. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Can we?
Here's the first one. These are only short versions of what they actually fully say. But here we go. I'm sleeping with my fella's nephew. I've had sex with my boyfriend's nephew a few times. I feel so guilty, but can't stop. Please help. Now, the first thing we want to know is, are you a woman? And the second thing I think we need to bring up is, like, you say nephew, you know, obviously I'm hoping he's above legal age.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you've got way more problems. And we're back onto the whole grooming thing.
Yeah, I wonder if that,
So what
that started at a family party.
Let's assume it's a woman, which I think is wrong to assume that sort of thing in this day and age, right? And let's assume that, like, he's of legal age, this nephew. I think that's probably the right thing to do in this day and age.
Yeah, I'd like to start there.
Yeah. Okay, right. And so how can we help this poor lady with her addiction to her boyfriend's nephew's cock? Because personally, like, the only
Speaking of which, I haven't seen my Uncle Pete for a while.
like, she's the one with the problem, but like,
But I met this chick last week.
she's the one with the problem, right? And honestly, maybe it's just me, but I think like she's the only person in this thing that hasn't got a problem. Right?
Can you
Her
imagine?
boyfriend's got a bigger problem than she has. Like, her boyfriend, like, his missus, is sleeping with his nephew. I assume she's still sleeping with her boyfriend as well. I mean, she's getting a double dose on a daily basis.
Can you imagine that? Because we do live in that kind of generation where, if a member of your family, like in this guy's case, it's his uncle, starts seeing this girl, he starts calling her auntie because it's just a natural course of events.
Do you reckon he calls her auntie in bed?
Oh, can you imagine that?
Oh, auntie. Yeah, I'm going to wear my sweeties today. Yeah.
First of all, why is he talking like that?
You say that like you've been wearing a Mac. In fact, we've got a Mac here. Do you want to put this Mac on?
I don't know why he's talking like that. I have no idea. Maybe he smokes a lot. It doesn't say. It's only a very brief problem. It doesn't say whether he's got like lung cancer or anything like that.
Can I just say, if you guys are listening to this and you have problems yourself, or you just want to make some up just for our and your own amusement,
Genuine problems will be funnier, because we've all got problems. I think we've proven by listening to this.
And also, I'm interested actually, guys. Write in and tell us if any of you.
Anyway, we haven't solved this problem.
Talking about Facebook grooming very quickly before we move on, because we get people to write in. But if you are with someone now, you're in a relationship and that happens through Facebook, through the very course of action that I suggested earlier. Tell us about it. Right about that too.
So, Ruben, you're like the moral compass of this group.
Mm-hmm.
You are, yes, because
Right.
you have a.
What would you say to this lady? Like, I'm sleeping with my boyfriend's nephew.
Well, she's obviously not happy with her boyfriend because she's sleeping with the nephew.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So I think she
But
should
I
tell
think
him.
she's.
You're going to tell her to go to church, aren't you?
I don't think that's going to help her.
Have your soul washed. Fucking. Yeah, but that's not really answering the problem. What do you think she should do? Like,
She has to choose who she wants to be with.
I don't think she's going to have the choice, mate. To be honest.
Well, if he finds out, well then.
Because if
she'll have the
she
choice.
leaves him for his nephew, that's going to cause like a big family rift. She needs to leave them both, doesn't she?
Well, as soon as she tells the boyfriend that.
Either that or do a really good job of keeping it secret.
Well, she's not doing a good job by
'Cause at the
posting it
moment-
online.
Well, she hasn't posted her name or a picture.
But we do have a guy that can track IP addresses. We'll be putting a picture up of you. If that is you, we're going to find you.
So Ruben says, like, basically, what you need to do is get rid of both of them and don't do anything like that again. I mean, but then again, if this was a bloke we were talking about, I'm doing my missus and my missus's niece. So, in the, like, point of sexual equality, well, in girl, keep it up. Just have some good excuses ready. If you've got a friend that you can trust to make up alibis,
That you don't sleep with.
yeah, or their nephew, like, just use them to help you get through it.
Wait, what excuse? I tripped and fell.
Well, no, I'm trying to make sure she doesn't get caught. Doesn't need the excuse of how she ended up in bed with
Do we not think this is morally wrong?
No, you think it's morally wrong. I'm just saying, in the case of sexual equality, that I think that what she might just need is a bit of support.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Okay. Right. Wife's pregnant, but I want a lover. I love another woman and plan to dump my wife, but now she's told me she's pregnant.
Now, this is an interesting one because does she sort of, because women are very clever, right? Did she sort of know already that he was on the case with another piece of strawberry tart, and decided to either A, get pregnant, or B, lie about the fact that she's pregnant to keep him, trap him?
That's right. I mean, we haven't got the information. We don't know any of her back history. She could be a sociopath.
She could be. Did she get pregnant to stop him from leaving because she's got wind of this other situation?
I mean, some of you might be going, "Oh, that's a terrible thing to say," but let's face it, it does happen.
It does happen.
Right,
It does.
But then again, in a more serious note for that, which is unusual for me, if you're not happy with someone, then it's not good to string out a relationship, especially with a kid on the way.
I guarantee.
But at the same time, you could have that kid, right, and just be absolutely blown away by the idea of being a father, and then regret it. But he just says he's like in love with another girl. And he planned up. He doesn't say he's done anything. So just man up and stick with the one girl, you greedy bastard. Right. Okay. Sex with brother was a mistake. No shit. But let me.
Is that all it says?
No, that's not what it says. Here we go. So, I got so drunk on New Year's Eve, I ended up sleeping with my boyfriend's brother. Okay.
So the lesson we've learned here is that
So honestly, that's not as much as a mistake as actually sleeping with your own brother. So I don't think you've got that many problems. Are we agreed?
Sorry, what did he or she actually do again?
Had sex with her boyfriend's brother when she was drunk. Maybe they were twins. Maybe she didn't know. Maybe it was the boyfriend's brother's fault.
Maybe it was. There are so many different ways in which that's not really a problem. In fact, that's a perfectly acceptable accident.
Yeah. Well done, you slut. Right, so I think that's all we've got time for today. We're going to leave you with this tune, which John still doesn't know the name of.
I don't know the name of it, but
Okay.
you'll know the name of it if you go to the Facebook page, which will give you the track list, because by then I've had time to go over and clear the licensing for it. But, it's all good. Listen to this. Should we say goodbyes now?
Yeah, so goodbyes now.
Say goodbyes now. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far, then brilliant. Thank you. I hope you found something funny out of it somewhere along the line. Don't forget to write in. Show us your videos of you watching 2001 Cup.
Tell us your problems. We'll see if we can solve them like we've done today diligently.
Yeah, and also, we want to hear about your Facebook relationships. And go and watch the videos. We're going to put some cool links up. And look at failblog.org as well. Thanks to everybody involved, being the two other people in this room, and all the people that we said thanks to and mentioned earlier on. We're going now to, I think my appetite is just about returned. So this breakfast show, we're actually going to go and get some breakfast.
And don't forget, if you want to pick up anything that we've written in the past, check out coremagonline.com.
Indeed, go there. Particularly the GFU page. It's very cool.
And look out for the new magazine coming in December.
We'll be back next week once we've found more stuff.
See you later.
Hope the Queen.
you. I guess you know it's true. So far so good, I miss you. You are my sweet thing, in heaven with you. Why did you ever come to me? Why did you say disappear? My friends think you're jealous. Move, I feel you. Move, I feel you. Move, I feel you. Move, I feel you. Move, 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 move. I feel you.